Let's start talking about file input and file output. In this video, we're going to start talking about that and introduce the concept of opening a file in Python, such as this one, which is example.txt. It just has 2 lines, and it says, I love fast cars, including Ferraris. And what we're going to do is we're going to have this file, .py file. And we're going to talk about how can we open that example.txt content and use that. And let's just print it to the screen. So we can say something like my file, for example, and we can say open in Python. And let's open that example.txt file. Then what we can say is something like my file.read, and let's assign that over to my content. And then why don't we just print my content? And we'll right click on this, we'll run it, and we'll see we'll get exactly my content within that file. So what did we do? We opened the file, we executed or invoked the read function of my file, we assigned it to my content, and we just assigned it to my content. Now there's so much to talk about here, and I'm going to break it down into different smaller videos. Why? Because this gets you the whole content of the file, but we're going to be talking about later, maybe you may want only a line at a time, and I'll show that in a video. And you may also want all the contents of the file in a list, for example, because we know how to do lists and work with lists. So, dealing with a collection such as a list will be super handy and useful. Also, what are we going to start talking about when we talk about file I/O? Well, we're going to start talking about try, except blocks, right? We want to make sure that anything that could go wrong, that we're not expecting that could go wrong, well, that we're going to be handling that. And we're going to be talking about why it's important to handle that. So just to give you a quick taste, why would we care about handling exceptions? Well, imagine that we had example 12 here, which doesn't exist. But this code is going to try to open that up and go ahead and read it and print the contents. But we know that this file doesn't exist. Well, if I run this, we know we get no such file or directory exists, example12.txt. So we know that's going to be an issue, but we're going to be getting into that very soon.